I'm Tinny from minibulldesign, and I'm up here in the studio. It's a weekend, so I've taken the day off. I've just been goofing around today. I spent a good part of the day on the internet just looking up fun things to do. And I ran into this one project that I thought would be a good one to do on camera. Now, those of you that have watched my videos know that I've got a box that converts light to sound. So you can put the earphone in your ear and point it at a light, and you can hear the light turning on and off. That light's on grid, so it's 60 cycles. It turns on and off 60 times a second. This one is a LED square wave, and you can hear the square wave. So anyway, this has two 8-pin dip chips in it. One is an op amp, the other one is an audio amplifier. It's got like 6 capacitors, wiring, a 9-volt battery, a battery jack, a button, and I think an infrared LED, but I'm not sure about that. Fairly complicated thing to build and get to work, but it works great. So I'm on the internet and I'm reading about, that's called a light listener. And I typed in light listener, and come to find out, you can do all of that with a headset or an earphone or earbud and a solar cell. So I hooked this up with some jumper cable to a solar cell. Works just the same, works fine. Plus, it doesn't need a battery. The voltage comes right from the solar cell. Now this only puts out a 0.5 volt. This is a solar cell. Remember the windmill I had out in my factory? Well, that finally wore out. Every time the sun was out, it ran. It ran for months. And it finally wore itself out. But the solar cell is fine. So I salvaged the solar cell and file 13 the rest of it. So I'm going to take this solar cell, and I went to Walmart, got a $4.88 headset. This solar cell has solder terminals on the back. So I'm going to take this, clip the plug off it, solder the wires on here, and then for you guys that wanted to see Sugra in action, I'm going to Sugra the back over the terminals and everything, coil the wire up, put it over the wire, and create a stress relief for the cord. So, let's get going. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this plug and clip it off. Then I've got 2 wires here. I'm going to separate them, theoretically. And then I'm going to strip back the insulation on them. That wasn't too hard, was it? There we go. Now I've got 2 wires, and I'm going to solder those onto these 2 terminals right here. Take these springs off and solder them on here. Okay, now I'm going to unsolder these 2 springs. Got a nice solder pad on each one of these to work with. There. And I'm going to take the wires from the speaker, and now I took these wires ahead of time and scraped them, got all the insulation off of them because they're shellacked wire, like magnet wire. And then I checked to make sure, put them on here and goofed around until I got the sound, got the polarity right. And I know that this one is positive. So I'm pretty positive that that's going to go on there. Put a little solder on my iron here and solder that one on there. Let that cool. And this one's going to be negative. Get a little solder in my iron. And see if we can get that one on now. It says hard to do with just 2 hands. I really need 3 hands. There. Now we'll see if that works. And it does. So, I don't know whether I can make this headset register enough for the camera to pick it up or not, but I will try. Okay, here we go. And I don't know whether the camera picked that up or not. So I've got it right up against the light. But I'm going to turn it off and find out. Okay, so we've got those two connections on there, but you know, if I pull on this a little bit, they're going to break. It's just a solid connection. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to very gently fold them back over, and I'm going to cover these two contacts and the whole back of this with sugar. So let's reset, and I'll show you about sugar. Okay, this is sugar. Now you get an envelope that has 10 of these packets in there. It's got several different colors in it. But each packet is small, so you just get a little bit to a time. Because once you open the packet up, you've got to use it. There's no going back. Now, here you go. Just start kneading it, and you'll feel it soften up as it warms and you knead it around. That's about the size piece you get. Now, I'm not sure how we're going to do this. Yeah, now I'm going to let that set for a few hours and harden up, and this will be done. So I'm Tinny from minibulldesign. Get out and hike, take a friend, enjoy the great outdoors, and more important than anything, try to have a really great day and try to take some time out to have just a little bit of fun today. Oh, I don't know. Make a light listener? Cook some ramen noodles? Something. Bye-bye.